Greetings, people. Three stories which catch my eye today. One is Nicola Sturgeon's comments on Syria and whether the SNP might back airstrikes. Interesting because Nicola Sturgeon does appear to be adopting a much more conciliatory approach than some of her MPs here at Westminster, saying overnight in a BBC interview that she's prepared to consider Mr Cameron's case, she's prepared to listen. And on the crunch issue of whether or not there has to be a UN resolution, saying, look, I don't want to adopt a polarised position. And you get the clear sense that Nicola Sturgeon is much more biddable than some of her MPs. And what is interesting is that folk in the SNP say at the end of the day, when the SNP have to decide how they're going to vote, it will be Nicola Sturgeon who determines their position. Second story of the day, I think, will be the continuing rumbles and wrangles and ramifications in the Labour Party. David Blunkett has just been on the wireless, challenging Jeremy Corbyn to offer his MPs a free vote on Syria and saying to Labour MPs who disagree with him on it to abstain, and then challenge Jeremy Corbyn to sack them if they have front bench positions. He also made some disobliging remarks about Jeremy Corbyn being a dissident oppositionist who had to learn how to lead a party of government, and he had only a short space of time to do that. Last story, which may actually turn out to be the biggest story today, is we get the result of the strike ballot amongst junior doctors, with all the signs being that they will vote for strikes, and that will pitch the government in a head-on clash with doctors. Big question mark. Do people by and large remain unsympathetic to the doctors, thinking actually they're getting quite a chunky pay rise when we're all facing austerity? Or is it a case that the government is damaged by taking on hard-working employees of the NHS? A high-stakes moment for the government, but we do seem to be in a situation where both sides, the BMA and the government, are in no mood to compromise.